Hey! Welcome back to another reaction. My name is Marcy, and we're doing Dolls Box. Another donation request. Thank you so much. Highly appreciated. This one is called Shoutdown. It is a live performance from 2018. But before we start, since this is the second time I'm reacting to Dolls Box, and you also requested a few Guitar Spin reactions, which are coming and have been out already, a few of them. So let's compare again for those of you who don't know, because I am also new to this, so it does make sense to compare. I know that Guitar Spin is partly also in Dolls Box. Let's figure that out. So Dolls Box, band members are Fuki, F. Chopper Koga, Hana, Tomozo, and Ori Oriona. Now on Guitar Spin, let's see if we can find them. We do have F. Chopper Koga, which is the bassist. Then we have we have Tomozo, which is guitar. We do have Ori Oriona, which is on keyboards. We don't have Yuri, right? Yeah, Yuri is missing. Angelina, also not in Dolls Box. And then Hana on drums. Alright, I think I got it now. So Fuki. Wait, what about Fuki? So it says here, Dolls Box are a Japanese all-female hard rock band formed in 2012. It is the side project of lead vocalist Fuki, who is the singer of Unlucky Morpheus, and the musicians of the rock group Guitar Spin. Alright, I think I got everything. Let's go. Oh, wait. What the hell? No, that's actually the start. Right off the bat. Okay, I wasn't prepared. Let's go. All right, hit me. That sounded way cooler in my head. All right. All right, hit me. All right, hit me. Ah! Straight off the bat. Ha! 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 Ah! One thing I would like to quickly mention, and also let me take another sip of my wine. Alright, sorry, excuse me, let's be serious here. Under a lot of my videos, you're saying that I'm headbanging so I can't pay attention. No, you got it wrong. I pay attention while I'm headbanging. If I wouldn't bang my head, I wouldn't pay attention. I'm vibing with the song. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I want it to be serious. I'm vibing with the songs. That's why I'm headbanging constantly. And also, I'm like a fucking pigeon. So if I'm driving, if I'm walking down the street, if I'm shopping in a supermarket, you'd see me like that. All the time. I can't stop. If you're like a neurosurgeon or whatever, if you're an expert on this field, tell me what's wrong with me. And I'll be here bopping my head until then. Sorry. Let's give the girls the attention they deserve. Ugh. Oh, so Hana is doing the scream, right? Ooh. Hana! Hana is like a wild tiger in the background. She could easily be the lead vocalist as well, but see, she's screaming, drumming, rah! Awesome. And that makes the whole sound, because it's a female band, you have that issue, right? With female bands that you have to overcome, that you have a thinner voice, naturally, than guys have. And by combining their voices, they overcome that issue. They are very well made. Oh, the synth. What was that jump? She's jumping. That's a fifth. There we go. Fifth. That's quite a high jump. An unusually high jump. But a very harmonic one. I mean, you can't go wrong with a fifth. Marcy 2026. You can't go wrong with a fifth. What a professional. Woo! Little sass in there. Yo, Hana is going sicko mode in this one. Not just is she singing, screaming, but that casual drumming in the slow section of the song. Imagine calling this the slow section of the song. The slow section of the song and blah blah blah. Ladies and gentlemen, the slow section of the song. That's the synth. That's that synth that I heard before the first chorus. There are very interesting melody choices in this one. You have different melodies, which all kind of sound playful. Remember when I said, oh, sassy in the chorus? Let's hear it, the second chorus. I will find that section and I'll show you. And they're all following. That is so awesome. Sassy. I'm like, ooh, in your face. Woo. Okay, sure. Why not, Hana? Take it home. Jesus! Sure, we get a guitar solo. Of course she can shred. That's a powerful voice. Oh, Hana. Those scratchy sounds in the back. Those scratchy sounds in the back remind me of Rammstein. I can't. Why do I have to imitate everything? I'm not good at it. I'm aware of that. Okay, anyway. So, Fuki. Let's talk about Fuki. She can sing. But not really what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that her style is very unique, because what she does is you get like an interval. She hits you with an interval like power in her voice that is almost like an intentional but slower vibrato. This wait, how can I try and imitate that? She does it from chest voice, so let's do chest but lower. Na 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 yeah. So this yeah, there are waves in that. So yeah, and she does it with such ease that it sounds like a slower vibrato, essentially. And that's something that I'm not sure if I have ever heard from another singer. I have heard similar things. Middle Eastern music and Balkan music use something similar. I'm not sure if from a vocal technique perspective it is the same technique, but it sounds similar, that you are using a vowel and you vibrate on it, but slowly. She does it way more fluently, and that's why I can't imitate it. But that's what amazes me about her. For me, she really stands out with that. Now, on to the lyrics, shall we? Lyric time. I saw it in a bad dream, oozing, an insect that no one would love. A mosaic eye that's losing control, it doesn't know the way. Poor thing, too often passed off as someone else's problem, a loneliness about to hatch. Good line. A loneliness about to hatch. Oh, it's quite negative. How can I break through my limits? How can I break through my limits? I know all too well. Okay, I know. So we're in the first person. I saw it in a bad dream, and then the insect, losing control, don't know the way, someone else's problem, poor thing, a lot of negative things. So it's a bad dream. So in this bad dream, we're being confronted with our anxiety, probably. How can I break through my limits? I know all too well. So yeah, we know we have something that we want to break out of. And that's what this song does. Dolzbox says, shout down your problems, as a lot of rock songs are following this longing for freedom. So I'm gonna watch out for more clues about freedom. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more. And yet one more time, I want to dance. Okay, dancing is often liberation. Remember in the 50s, 60s, and I know this wasn't globally, but judging by Hollywood movies, I'm thinking about Footloose, dancing was liberated dancing was rather uncultured. And all those traditional conservative minds had to be converted into somewhat feeling free by dancing. Too far of a stretch? Spit it out with your whole body. Yeah, cry out. Raise your voice in a shout. It's not like I want to be a puppet, even though I'm not looking. I'm here, shout down. It's not like I want to be a puppet, even though I'm not looking. Not sure if I understand these sentences, but I think that this is the sassy bit. It's when she said in the chorus, which I liked, which I mentioned. It's not like I want to be a puppet, even though I'm not looking. Obviously, it doesn't match in English. My heart was starving without any self-consciousness. Nothing satisfied it. The door closed to me. Not the door closed on me. The door closed to me. It feels like the door is closed. And behind the door, there is what I'm longing for. Surely, it's under a curse. So the door is under a curse. It might be very hard to open. I want to destroy my own self, the shadow that follows me. The shadow being the doubts. Spit it out with your whole body, cry out, raise your voice in a shout. Now, through these vague contours, even if it's meaningless, I want to struggle still. I want to struggle. Now I'm not sure if that's intentional because or a translation issue, but if it is, or a translation issue, but if it is, I want to struggle. I want to struggle. Maybe I don't need to overthink it, but I want to struggle. We're enjoying the situation that we're cursing, that we have problems with. So I'm not sure about this one. It might be a translation issue. That's why I shouldn't allow myself to be caught up on details. But if I'm on the right track here, you let me know. So can you hear me from far away? Spit it out with your whole body, cry out, raise your voice in a shout. It's not like I want to be a puppet, even though I'm not looking, so I'm here. And finally, last bit, from head to toe, shout more. Drown out all the clamor. What's that word? Clamor. Search Google. Clamor. A loud and confused noise, especially that of people shouting. Loud and confused voice. How do I pronounce that?
Clamor.
Clamor. Clamor.
Clamor.
Clamor. So, drown out all the clamor. I want to set out to the Great Sea. The Great Sea, again, symbolism for freedom, for the great white ocean, pirates, One Piece, or maybe, alright. My mind just wants to be at One Piece. Someday stand without hesitation. It's like whenever I try not to laugh, I just laugh more. It's a sickness that I have. Hopefully we can share that. But don't be mad at me for that, because it's a serious condition. So you tell me, Marcy, stop laughing. If you laugh, you lose. But in that instant, you barely finish that sentence. I'm like, I just can't. I don't know if that's weirder or the fact that you have to imagine I'm alone here and I'm literally entertaining myself. And I think if someone would ever ask me what skill does anybody need to make YouTube videos, I think you should be confident and good in being able to have fun with yourself. That sounds awkwardly sexual. Being able to entertain yourself. Because if you can entertain yourself, you obviously can entertain others. Unless you disagree, but I hope not. Okay, let's finish this. I'll go anywhere, wherever I want. I'll go anywhere, wherever I want. And that is freedom. Shout down. Alright, I'm on the freedom track here. But if this song is not about longing for freedom, then it's a little bit awkward now, because I don't know what you've been saying to yourself in the last 5.5 minutes that I've been talking about the fact that I think this is about freedom. All right, let me know in the comments. My name is Marcy, by the way. I mentioned it about 15 times. I sometimes mention that just in case you would forget. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.